South Korea has picked 12.12, The Day, an historical, political action drama as its national contender for the Best International Film Oscar. The film, dealing with a military coup in 1979, was the highest-grossing film of last year at the Korean box office, and the decision to select it for the Oscars was a unanimous one, the Korean Film Council, KOFIC, said. Directed by Kim Sung-soo, the film was released in November last year. Japan, The Cloud. Kurosawa Kiyoshi's Cloud has been selected as Japan's submission for the Best International Film in the Oscars race. The film will appear out of competition this week at the Venice Film Festival. The film is a thriller centered around a young man who resells goods online and who triggers a series of online incidents. These blur the boundaries between the real and virtual worlds, despite having long been one of a triumvirate of top Japanese directors. Along with Koreeda Hirokazu and Kawase Naomi, Kurosawa has not previously had one of his films selected for an Oscar run. Japan has scored strongly at the Oscars. Since the beginning of the 21st century, it has won the Best Foreign Film Oscar twice, for Departures and Drive My Car, and had one make the shortlist, Confessions, and 2 additional nominations, Shoplifters, and last year's Perfect Days. International sales are handled by Nikatsu, Kyrgyzstan. Heaven is Beneath Mother's Feet. Heaven is Beneath Mother's Feet, aka Bayish Enanin Tamaninda, will represent Kyrgyzstan in the Best Foreign Language Film category at the Oscars. The Oscar selection was made by the Union of Cinematographers of Kyrgyzstan. The film is directed by Ruslan Akun and is the story of an adult man whose mental development stopped at age 8 and who continues to live with his mother. In order to make sure that his mother can go to heaven, he takes her by foot on a journey to Mecca. Last year, the Kyrgyzstan submission was ruled to be ineligible as it had released before the qualifying period. No replacement film was offered. Heaven is Beneath Mother's Feet opened in Kyrgyzstan cinemas in March 2024 and has subsequently released in Russia and Uzbekistan. Germany, The Seed of the Sacred Fig. Germany has decided to submit Mohammad Razilov's The Seed of the Sacred Fig, which received the Special Jury Prize at Cannes Film Festival, for its Oscar entry. Razilov attended the fest while in exile in Germany from his home country of Iran, which had sentenced him to 8 years in prison for the political content of his films. The Seed of the Sacred Fig follows a man, Misay Zara, who has just been promoted to be an investigating judge at the Revolutionary Court in Tehran when a huge protest movement sweeps the country following the death of a young woman. Its synopsis reads: although the demonstrations increase and the state cracks down with ever tougher measures, Iman decides to side with the regime, upsetting the balance of his family. In a statement, Germany's Oscar committee called the film a psychological portrait of Iran's theocracy, which is built on violence and paranoia. Mohammad Razilov subtly tells of the cracks within a family that are representative of those within Iranian society itself. A masterfully directed and movingly acted film that finds scenes that stay with you. The 2 rebellious daughters symbolize the courageous women of Iran and their self-sacrificing struggle against the patriarchs of their families and their state. It is an outstanding work by one of the great directors of world cinema and someone who has found refuge in Germany from state despotism in Iran. We are very happy to know that Razilov is safe in our country. And we are delighted that he will be representing Germany at the Oscars in 2025. Neon is releasing The Seed of the Sacred Fig in the US.